Some of you, no doubt, remember this. 45 years ago tonight, Northeast Ohio was dealing with an historic blizzard. The Great Blizzard of 1978 is often called the storm of the century. Snow drifted to 20 feet or higher in some spots, and it forced the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes region to shut down for 2 days. Take a look at that.
Wow. That's a lot of snow, and I thought tonight felt cold. Seeing that video, brr.
Yeah, guys, these are all good reasons just to stay inside and never go outside. We've got an asteroid coming close to Earth.
Never leave.
Blizzard. I mean, it's just, I enjoy the basement myself. I think it's a great spot. What a difference years make, right? It's different weather around here depending on what day it is. And we've locked into this colder pattern around here. Nothing like 78. Boy, was that a winter. And they'd probably look back, 20 years from now and say, boy, that 2023 winter wasn't too bad either, as we got, obviously a mild start to the month. But we've turned a little bit colder. We've got a little bit more snow to deal with. Some lake snow's coming to an end tomorrow morning. This is it just out in the snow belt. It'll be blustering cold. We're back into the 20s. That's the thing you'll notice tomorrow morning. It's not the snow. It's the fact it's colder. Remember, the night times the last couple nights we've been falling upper 20s and near 30 degrees. We're down to low to mid 20s for some tomorrow morning. A brief burst of snow and gusty winds tomorrow afternoon. That'll be the other changes. We're bringing wind back into the forecast. We'll explain here in a second. Temperatures, though, taking a dive tonight. We're all below freezing. Look at the cold air out towards the west. Sandusky, Norwalk sitting at 25 degrees right now, but you factor in the wind, which has been gusty at times, gusting over 30 at times, even at this hour. And we've got wind chill values that are down near 10 in Sandusky. This is some cold air blowing in. Jefferson over towards Ravenna, a little bit milder, but we're going to have cold temperatures as the kids are out at the bus stop tomorrow morning, and obviously as you're heading out to work. In terms of snow, not a lot left. Winter weather advisory continues through the morning hours. You can see the snow. It was pretty widespread earlier. It's starting to kind of form into more of a traditional lake effect setup where it goes from east to west. The winds are going to align overnight. So I do think we're going to see maybe another 1, 2, 3 inches of snow out in the snow belt tonight before it all winds down. And again, we're picking up moisture not just from Lake Erie, but back towards Lake Michigan. You can see how it's starting to wind down there. Well, we've got this much time, which is about 6 more hours of some snow here. And again, we could have some pretty decent snow over the course of the next 6 hours before it winds down tomorrow morning. That all winds down on a wind shift. And boy, this system's coming in fast. This is our first Alberta clipper of the system. Forms in Alberta, area of low pressure. It's a powerful one. These usually zip fast down to the southeast. They bring gusty winds with them, a quick burst of snow, and then they're out of here. They don't cause a whole lot other than that quick 1 or 2 hour window of problems. So here's the wind. Notice we'll have lighter wind tomorrow morning, but look at some of the gusts tomorrow morning with this clipper system. Gusts over 40 at times. This wind comes in here tomorrow evening. I wouldn't be surprised if we had gusts over 30 tomorrow afternoon and evening as this moves in. It'll be a warming wind out of the south, but we don't have a lot of time to tap into that warmth. And then behind that system, winds should start to die down as we go into Saturday. So let's talk the snow element of it. Your National Design hour-by-hour forecast, keeping the lake snows around. This is a brand new model run. It had no snow tonight. I'm glad it's picking up on that. Here's that lake snow we're talking about over the next couple hours. Then it goes away. We're fine. We're dry, but with gusty winds during the daytime tomorrow. And then just in time, should be after the evening rush hour, but just in time for your Friday evening plans, we bring in this little area of snow. It's going to come in quickly, but we're going to have some gusty winds with snow falling at the same time. And you can get some real decent bursts of snow out of Alberta clippers. So I think we're going to have kind of this isn't a real term, but a bursty kind of snow tomorrow evening as you're heading on out. So that could slicken up streets in a hurry. Keep an eye on the radar. Jason will be here to keep you updated on that. And then some leftover snow showers beyond that. And then we go quiet again on into Saturday. And we can breathe a sigh of relief. Pretty quiet day. Maybe some sunshine around here with clouds on Saturday. Temperatures a little bit warmer. Let's talk about the cold and Lake Erie's ice cover. Lake Erie ice cover right now, today, averages about 48% coverage. So almost half of it should be covered with ice. Our current ice cover is 0.06%. Here's where it should be. Here's where it is, that black line. We have virtually no ice on Lake Erie right now. I said earlier, I think it's the ice cubes that the kids flush to get the school day closing, and that's about it. We need cold air to do that. Where's the cold air been? Well, it's been up in Canada. Here it comes this week. Look at this, Saturday into Sunday. The weekend is going to turn bitterly cold in the upper Midwest, but it stays just west of us for now. It's on into next week that this starts to spill in really in 2 waves. As we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll have some cold air. For the groundhog, still looking cold, and then eventually we stay cold as it looks like all the way through the beginning of February. How about that? On the heels of that, we'll have a storm system this weekend. Rain to snow doesn't look like a huge deal Sunday, but this boundary is going to set up between cold and warm, and there's going to be ripples of energy along it. Models have changed today. They push it all south, so not a very active week. Keep an eye on it, because if things change, the system comes a little bit further north, we'll have an active week. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast. Until then, we've got the cold air settling in Tuesday, staying in the 20s and near 30 degrees all the way through the end of next week, with more snow and maybe some ice chances the following weekend.